Welcome back. Now, 2 women have been elected to the parliament in Kuwait. Up until yesterday, the 50-member National Assembly was 100% male. Women in Kuwait got the vote 17 years ago, but are still woefully underrepresented in politics and public life. So how does Kuwait measure up compared to other countries in the region? Here to talk more about that, we're joined by Dr. Najat Al-Sayed, Assistant Professor at the American University in the Emirates. Great to see you as always, Najat. So let's talk about Kuwait then, because women there, they don't actually need a man's permission legally to travel or work. They say, though, they are still very much being excluded from public life. Why is that?
Well, let me first explain to you the main difference between Kuwait and the rest of the Gulf countries. The main difference, especially in the political arena, that the other countries depend on quotas, while Kuwait depends on election. That's why you see high representation of women in the Federal National Council in UAE, almost 50%, and even the head of the Federal National Council is women, while in Kuwait you see a smaller representation, like 2 this time, and the one that was in 2020, there wasn't women at all. So in Kuwait, there's no interference by authorities in the election or the new parliament, especially in this election. That's why you see the true representation of what the society wants in the election, while the others are basically are assigned by the government. That's why you see higher representation.
Now,
to talk about yes, go ahead.
I'm just going to say we're looking at a graph on the screen right now, which shows how dramatically the number of women in politics has crashed in Kuwait in recent years, and now we're looking at the number of women who head up ministries in the Arab Gulf. I want to talk about the UAE because it does rank highest in the region when it comes to female representation in public life. Why is it so ahead of others in that part of the world?
As simple as this, because of the huge support of the government, and those women are assigned by the government. It is by quota. You don't see in UAE representation of what the society wants. It's basically the empowerment of the government to women, while in Kuwait it is basically the representation that you see is of what the society wants. There's no authorities or officials representation at all. So you see exactly what the society wants. Unfortunately, Laura, what happened in Kuwait after the invasion of Iraq to it, the dominant atmosphere became more tribal, more hardliners are in dominance, conservative and Islamic. The liberals generally are afraid even to express their views, and liberalism has almost disappeared in Kuwait. So you see a more political Islamist atmosphere in Kuwait. So that's why you see it representative in the elections, because the society is more geared to Islamism and to more tribalism. And that's what is happening. They don't trust women to be in political position in general. Even women themselves get hesitant to vote for women. Liberals are divided. They look for names. So that's a problem. But in general, the whole atmosphere in Kuwait is more geared to conservative and Islamist. That's the problem that you see it, and you see it reflected in the election in the National Assembly.
All right, fascinating stuff, Najat. Thank you very much indeed, Dr. Najat Al-Sayed there.
You're welcome.